Hey, Slaw here. Just wanted to walk you through the process of downloading the F-Droid App Store to your phone. So far, I've only done this on Android devices. This device, I've done a factory reset on my Motorola X4, and I'm running the Pixel Experience on this device. As you can see, it's a very basic setup. This is the wallpaper that comes with the Pixel Experience. It's kind of a floral, but there are other wallpapers that are available. But as you can see, this is saying that um, finish setting up your Pixel Experience. Um, I'll check that out maybe later, but the real purpose of this was I wanted to put the Pixel, or rather, I wanted to put the F-Droid App Store back on here and some of the other apps that I had on the previous video. But let me go back to where I was. Um, the way that you install F-Droid on your device, and again, I've not tried this on Apple, I've only tried it on Android devices, but you can go to fdroid.org, and really, if you just put in your search engine F-Droid, it should come up. Um, and it kind of tells you what F-Droid is. It's free and open source software where the code is readily available. I'm going to download um, the APK file, and it's saying that, and for whatever reason, it backed me into donations. Um, so I'm downloading the file, and it's a pretty quick process. So let me click open on that. And the only kind of soft error message that you'll get is saying that, do you want to install this? Yes. Okay, so then when I go to open it, now it's asking, allow F-Droid to send you notifications. Sure. So it's thinking about that. And let me pause it while it's updating. All right, so it has refreshed. It only took maybe a minute or so to refresh, but this is kind of the lay of the land as it relates to the apps. Down at the bottom, you have somewhat of an index where the latest and the greatest is kind of here on top on your main page. And then you do have categories, which I really haven't used a ton of. Um, but you can see kind of the breakdown. It has games. Let's see. Some security ones. I'll have to peruse some of these and test them out. Um, let's see. A lot of the theming I would think you can get from your custom ROMs, but anyway, there is some breakdown there. But one of the apps that I came across is actually a VPN, which if you have Google Fi, which this device, I'm currently running a trial of Google Fi, but you don't need a VPN with Google Fi because Google Fi has a VPN built in. And you can check my description, by the way, for the services that I'm running today, which are Google Fi, Visible, and Ting. Check those links for some credits. But the VPN that I found perusing through here. Okay, here you go. It's one called Calyx VPN, which this is brought to you by the Calyx Institute, which they believe in, sort of like F-Droid. They believe that your data should be private, and from the F-Droid you can install the app. I can also show you the web page for Calyx Institute. I think I have it up there, and I just closed it. All right, so I found the web page. So the calyxos.org is the web page, and this is kind of an alternative really to what I'm using, which is Lineage OS. I'm using Lineage OS, and so this would be an alternative to that. It's another operating system called Calyx OS. They're really putting an emphasis on privacy and security, which I would argue that kind of all custom ROMs really do that. Especially, I would say Lineage OS, where you don't have to necessarily sign into your Google account. And I get the impression that Calyx OS is the same type feeling, but I noticed that the supported devices are somewhat limited. You really have the option to use Pixels and then a Fairphone, specifically the Fairphone 4, which I'm not familiar with at all. But I've seen, my wife has the Pixel 3a. So I guess in theory I could put Calyx OS on it, or I could put Lineage OS on it for that matter. Both um, both Calyx and OS and Lineage OS will run on Pixel devices. So that definitely would work. But kind of wanted to introduce you to, I guess, both the process of how to download F-Droid, as well as let you consider some free custom ROMs that are out there. I've already mentioned in the past Lineage OS, which I really enjoy. Um, and then this is another alternative, which is Calyx OS. And I found, like I said, I found the VPN out there on the F-Droid platform, the F-Droid store. Um, so I like these options. I definitely want to explore some more apps within the F-Droid store and get back to you on those. But as always, thank you so much for keeping me on the side, and take care.